Our academy is probably one of the biggest and most sought after things that our members get to do.
How many applicants do we accept every year?
So we usually accept about 20. This year we had about 50 members apply, which is more than we've ever had.
Welcome back to Nevada Realtors Today, your place for timely updates on the news and trends that matter to realtors in the Silver State. And now let's join your Nevada Realtors President, Brandon Roberts, and Nevada Realtors CEO, Tiffany Banks, for today's episode of Nevada Realtors Today.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Nevada Realtors, and I am not the usual host, but I am the producer. My name is Matt. You may have spotted me in other episodes with Amanda, actually, who's also with us today. So we've got Amanda and Stephanie are both here. We're going to talk about an upcoming event as well as the Leadership Academy, which is part of that event, and why you might want to look at applying for the next round that is open, which is surprisingly not 2026. So we have things to explain. So let's talk about the upcoming event. Stephanie, let's turn to you first.
So coming up this week, we have our annual meetings, and that includes everything from Leadership Academy to PAC, legislative board meeting, and board training for incoming board members.
All righty. That's a lot going on.
Definitely our busiest year for NVR, busiest week of the year for NVR for sure. December is always jam-packed.
That's saying something. You guys are always busy, so that's an impressive accomplishment. All right, so tell us about the mixer that's this Thursday.
Yeah, so we have two committees here that do a lot of work with mixers in December. So our Leadership Academy Alumni Committee is a committee for past alumni. They get together, they create community service projects and give back every year. But they also combined with our YPN committee that does a mixer. So they join together, they join forces. It's kind of like the kickoff to our December meetings. It's open to all members. Anybody's included to come, and there's a lot of networking. We're going to have it this year at the Renaissance Hotel at the Boondocks Bocce, which is a really cool venue. I don't know if you've ever been there before. Plenty of space, appetizers, food. There's just going to be a really good mix of people and a great time. It's always one of my favorite things that we get to do in December to kind of lead in from meetings to something fun.
Yes. And so for anyone interested in joining, we have been pushing it out through the newsletter and emailing people as well. But at this point, the online registration is going to be closing. But if anyone wants to attend, it's $25. And the event starts at, what time was it?
The event is 5 to 9, and it's on December 4th. And again, it's going to be at the Renaissance at the Boondocks Bocce.
All right, perfect. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Leadership Academy. So that's one of the two committees that's involved in that particular event. And I alluded to that the registration is not open for 2026. So what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, so we did things a little bit differently this year. So normally our applications for Leadership Academy open. Usually you see emails start pushing out in September and October. What we did is we actually had our class start on it early. So we started pushing out applications and kind of talking about it and getting things, kind of just planting the seed in early July. So we actually have been working on getting applicants since July. Our academy is probably one of the biggest and most sought after things that our members get to do because there's such a wide variety of things that they get to learn for the year that they are participating. So although we're closed, we got a huge influx of applicants for the 2026 year, which those names and the members that are included in our 2026 class will be released soon. So be on the lookout for that. We will be expecting to push out applications in July of next year for the 2027 class. So just make sure you keep your eyes open for all of the marketing and emails associated with that. And if there's a time that you think is going to be best for you in 2027, I would definitely apply.
Can you remind me, how many applicants do we accept every year?
So we usually accept about 20. This year we had about 50 members apply, which is more than we've ever had in the history. So this is pretty incredible. We had a really great group of people to pick from. Our trustees handled the applications really well. We did an entire process to pick the incoming class. So it's been a really fun and, again, busy week.
No kidding. And the Leadership Academy is for both personal and professional. It's kind of a mix. And so it's not just for developing in your career. It's leadership in general, right?
Yes, it is. The point of it is to just, like you said, develop both personally and professionally. We have a series of 4 programs that the members get to go through, and it's throughout the year, different locations, not always in Nevada. It is a super secret program, so I can't talk about much, but I can say that I have seen it change a number of lives. It's definitely something I feel really grateful to be a part of, and it's probably the coolest thing to see our members go through and continue on to different leadership roles in our organization. It kind of plants the seed again. And then from here, you learn about so many different things that our organization does. And it seems that there's a lot more commitment and volunteering after graduation, which is pretty cool.
All right. And then question for whoever wants to take it, just if somebody wants to get more involved in a general sense and stay on top of the events that you offer through the association, maybe get involved in some of the committees and things like that. You may not be able to for 2026 quite yet, but you can always start thinking about it for the next year. What's the best way besides listening to the podcast that they can stay in touch and make sure that they stay on top of those things?
I would say the top way would be to follow us on social media. We're very active on Instagram for sure. Mm-hmm. And other ways to be involved at the state level is to also join committees. Mm-hmm. And much like the Leadership Academy application, we start taking in applications at the beginning of the year for anyone that wants to be involved. And then the committee process selection for the following year starts in September. So that's kind of when we close it off for new applicants. But for anyone that wants to be involved and wants to learn more about sitting on a particular committee, I would say email us, reach out. Even if we're not sitting on the committee, there are some committees that we do allow people to sit on there, even if they don't have a seat on the committee, just to kind of learn or be more involved.
Yeah. And I would say if you're thinking about joining a committee, definitely look into if you're kind of a new member that doesn't really know where to start. I would first definitely join the Young Professional Network Committee. I think that that's a really, really good place to start. It's a good foundation. You learn a lot about our organization in just kind of a nutshell. And it seems like that's usually what feeds into more interest in other committees. So,
okay, makes sense. All right. Well, I think we've covered everything for the upcoming event. So hopefully people can make it and give some last minute drop-ins and signups and things like that for the YPN event this coming Thursday. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Matt.
Bye.